So friends, welcome back to the next Ironman. Thanks to everyone who subscribed. We're almost at 1,000 subscriptions. So even if you're new here and you think I'm an ass, oh, not allowed to swear. I think that's been affecting my views. If you think I'm not a very good person, can you just subscribe anyway? Just get me to 1,000 views, please. Anyway, we're doing an Ironman, and the Ironman is where I cannot craft anything, or I can craft. I can't buy anything off the trade house. I have to craft everything. That's what I do. So I can't buy anything off the trade house, and I can't trade with other players that are not doing the Ironman. So that's basically the guts of it. And it's a PvP Ironman, so I have to stay PvP flagged all the time. Now, in my last video, or maybe 2 videos beforehand, I mentioned how, I've created a new Ironman guild. Although you don't necessarily have to be doing an Ironman to join it. It just means we can't do the Ironman stuff with you. And I had a few punters come and join us after the server merges. So we have now, no doubt, got the most awesome and powerful guild, not just in the Covenant, but anywhere in the game. Doesn't matter what. Ah, damn it, I just did it. Doesn't matter what server. It doesn't matter what region. And it doesn't matter how many players you've got. We're it. I mean, clearly we're it. It's not even debatable. But anyway, so here I am watching my fellow comrades, my fellow knights. They were dirty marauders beforehand. Oh, so basically, marauders are just Covenant without morals, really, or brains, And Syndicate are like Covenant but without brawn. Covenant have got everything. We all know that. And so they've finally seen the light, and they join the faction. You've never been purple, right? No, you were purple, then you went green. You've never been yellow.
Yeah, never been yellow.
The game will look a little bit brighter, the sound a little bit crisper. And here it is, the moment that's about to change their life. Welcome, friends, to the Knights, to the Ironblood Knights. Joining the Ironblood Knights is a little bit like Ferrari and Formula 1. They do sweet FA, but it's nostalgic anyway. But anyway, having these guys was really good. Having someone who actually knew how to PvE, which these guys do, was actually quite good, because we actually knew what to do. And the tank who was tanking right now actually gave pretty good instructions as to like what we can expect, what to do. So that kind of made... And he was talking about weird things like corruption resistance and damage to angry earth and stuff like that. I mean, I don't know. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'll figure it out later. I'm a PvPer at heart, I've never had to think about things like corruption. Like, what's that? But anyway, so we came along and we did the dungeon. It was pretty good, actually. Pretty effective, and nice bumps, which was also very good. We had our little mishaps, our little miscommunications. But all in all, 10 times easier when you've got some people that know what they're freaking doing. And as I say, it was just bump city with gear. So the last boss was pretty easy peasy. And from now on, we're just... the goal is, from now on, is I want to get into tanking, as I've said. But at least now I can sort of do it with a little bit of, like, learning the dungeons as a DPS and then trying to tank. And I'll have someone who's tanked before give me a bit of tips. The only downside being that it won't be as funny for you guys to watch, because I won't be making like non-stop mistakes. But hey, a little thing to sacrifice. And since AGS have updated, done the update, I feel like all the bots have gone again, because I keep doing iron runs now, and I'm just getting all the iron on the runs and all the metal, which is just epic. So yeah, so I'm enjoying that. Enjoying the crafting being a little bit easier. So after I collected the iron, I then went around and collected wood, because I'm trying to build some more furniture for the old house, because I just bought a house not that a little like in the last episode. So yeah, I just return with my spoils and I build some house items. I'm trying to level up my finishing, which is kind of why I'm doing it, and I want to get the double XP for everything, but the double side is I get to actually have something for the house. But yeah, still trying to figure out how to level up the finishing. I think maybe the music instruments are the way to go, but seems like it's going to be a long journey. the other thing is I make the trophies, so that's going to help me get little bit of extra, well, whatever are the trophies I make, but it's going to help with my crafting, or it's going to help with my gathering. So yeah, I make the trophies. So I don't know about you guys, but trying to align everything, it's so hard, because it's just like, I don't know, I just find it so hard to align everything. But yeah, I just went around, had the fun of decorating the house and putting everything out there, deciding where everything needed to go. So that was a lot of fun. So decorated the house, and then I gave Leos a little tour. So I've got the trophies over here on the left.
Oh wow, this is actually quite nice.
And if you want to write to anyone about it, you can just write on this desk here. We've got the dining room table there now. It's just looking pretty cozy now, eh?
Yeah.
And then we can come sit outside here and have a little chat over some rum. So.
Long day.
Yeah.
There better not be any alligators on that river there.
I'm pretty sure there are, but we're not going across the river. If we just run down by this river, we should be able to avoid. Alright, so one of my subscribers actually came in and chatted with me in Discord. Hello friend, how are you? He's the one that came up with the Iron Blood Knight's name. But he also told us about this little statue that we could pick up. So we thought we'd go on a little bit of an adventure and go pick it up and put it in the house as a bit of a furnishing. It was actually really sad because apparently one of the developers on AGS's wife died, and so they made this little monument in memory of her. And then when you read it, it's like actually kind of like quite sad. That is until you put it in your house, and then it takes a very dark turn straight into like the blibid horror movie. So I found a new little place for it in the garden. I thought I don't really want that haunting, scary stuff inside my house. It'll just give me blimmin' nightmares. Like, that's actually her. That's actually the mum with her kids. And they've made it into like, I don't know what they were thinking. So I tried an OPR on my bruiser, but it's just, even with Leo's healing, I'm just too damn squishy. Like with this, I know that the gear score gets rounded up to 600, but I think the difference between 600 and 625 makes a huge difference. My normal gear score is 550. My weapons aren't all completely leveled up, and I'm just way too squishy. I'm gonna have to switch it over, I think, to less tanky, bruisery, and more one of almost these Dex players, which is just really evasive and can't get hit, because then it doesn't so much matter because I should not be getting hit anyway. It's something that can dodge a lot, something that's really evasive and sort of uses light armor, I think will help a lot, so that's sort of my focus. We actually went on to the Legacy server, me and Leos, and I jumped on my Dex character because I actually have full best in slot gear on them, and I played on the Dex character, and it was like night and day. We were like slaughtering people, and we had like a 2v15, so I think that is going to be the strat. I'm probably going to go spare Hatchet and level those weapons up from now on, because then if my gear score is low, it doesn't really matter because I should be playing a style that I don't get hit anyway. But I'll be, yeah, and then I'll just, once the gear starts getting up, I'll switch maybe a little bit more into the bruisery or tanky style. So if you're actually interested in watching that fight, I did actually put it up on my YouTube channel as well. But yeah, so basically new strat will be a more strength/dex focused, evasive assassin style play, because not getting hit is probably the most important thing for me right now. So yeah, that is pretty much it from the OPR and the PvP. Yeah, so I went into the OPR as light and realized, and it was much better, much easier. I could get away from big groups when I got into trouble. I did okay damage, but the main thing is I just wasn't dying. It was a lot more fun, so yeah, definitely the way to go. Another major triumph was I managed to do a chest run at the wall and didn't end up getting lost, so that was a win. And so now the focus in terms of gear comes to, obviously I'm leveling up a lot of stuff now that I'm doing a bit of dungeons, which is super helpful, but is leveling up my hatchet and my spear and some light armor, but also I do want to be leveling up some heavy armor for tanking in PvE, but also I think with the upcoming changes coming, medium armor or heavy armor might be more viable, so it's still not worth giving completely up on that. It's just for the moment while I level up my gear anyway. So, yeah. Okay, and so here we have the full Everfellas now. We've got a drummer now. We've got a bass, so the music's sounding a little bit better. But definitely me and Leo, so the McCartney-Lennon group of the group. But thanks for watching the Camo Chameleon episode once again. Expect to see some more stabs in the eye from spears and slashes in the back from the hatchet. And I will see you all again soon. Thank you very much. Goodbye.